Let's try not to misplay. Alright, so we'll keep our card draw. Acolyte's fine too. Against Pirate. If I have Doomsayer, I'd play Doomsayer on 2. Like always, pretty much against aggro, you always like Doomsayer on 2 over Loot Hoarder. Unless you didn't have a 1-drop. Wins the win no matter what. Aw, thanks Ifta. How are you doing? I guess I like this. If he runs a 3-3 into 1-3, it sets up to get cleared by Volcanic Potion. If he doesn't trade, then I just get value draws off of Acolyte. So it's good too. Let's draw with this first. Got block. Blizzard. He's got 6 damage on board. I think I saved the Doomsayer still. Apparently he doesn't mind giving me Acolyte value. Yeah, still won. Thanks guys. Okay, so this gives me a chance to draw into Freeze effect. If I get Nova, that's ideal. There's the Nova. And he's overloaded too. So like he can play a 3-mana spell, but most of these decks don't run Hex, so Lava Burst is not enough. He needs to have, I don't know. Actually, I don't think any 3-mana can kill the 0/7, right? He doesn't even make a totem. I guess it doesn't matter since they're not running the J or thing from below. Let's just do this. Let's just make sure we don't die. If I Emperor, I give him the double Lava Burst out. Let's just make sure the Ice Block is set up and then have a barrier to stop any physical attacks. He's in charge here. Alright. Blizzard is alright. Potion is probably better, because I can clear the board. And get the Loot Hoarder down, so that's better than Blizzard. Crazy Alchemist? There's no Crazy Alchemist. 250 views plus 3 upvotes. Let's get that Patient Warrior to front page. Whoa, what the hell? This guy plays Earth Elemental. It's not quite the same as 4 mana 7/7. But okay. Interesting choice. I'm fine just lancing it. He's so overloaded. So let's get Emperor. Let's trade this in for a card draw. See what we get. Because it can get reduced by Emperor too. Yeah, let's do this. Emperor, Lance. Playing 5 mana 7/8s in 2016. When you can play 4 mana 7/7. Is that taunt really important? The alternative play is like draw first. I could done Arcane Intellect and then get an Emperor on more critical cards, but potentially if he doesn't clear up Emperor, I can get the Emperor value again anyways. I can just fireball this now. So he's down a lava burst that can go face. He still has the jade, whatever the jade bolts are. The one that deals 4 damage. Jade spirit? What? No, that's not what it's called. Whatever it's called. Can't believe I'm missing so many cards. Like, I still have Arcane Intellect for card draw. But all the other stuff is just burn. I definitely don't mind Blizzard or Potion on this. Just because there's so much spell damage. I don't think I'm ready to start cycling for burn on face. Rather wait for Alex. If I had more damage in my hand, if I had like the other fireballs still, then yeah, I would start cycling this stuff. But okay, now we have some burn. Okay, so now I don't mind doing this. Thanos, cycle a torch, and just start burning face. Once we get Kobold, then these are pretty nice. And we got the spell power value on this, on the torch. Jade Lightning. Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. Jade Lightning. Potion. Seems good. We're basically left with Burn and Alex. The worst draw would be Doomsayer, but everything else is good. Like we can start cycling Burn on his face. Hey Lord Coco, did you try Jade Druid? Looks like a deck you might like. A lot of card draw, a few combos. It's, as Papa Asmo put it pretty well, it has no finesse to it. It has card draw, but it's such a slow deck, and Druid still lacks a lot of like board removal combo, right? I feel like it's not that good of a deck. I tried it. I tried a bit on NA. I was trying one of the popular lists on Hearthstone. It just didn't feel very strong. Like it just has a really hard time against pirate decks unless you get really lucky. Hey, Yurubay, finally get to watch Lock Live. Welcome. Glad you could catch the live stream. Definitely let me know if you have any questions and stuff. I try to keep up with YouTube comments, but you know, like every now and then I'll check up on it. So our goal is to hit rank 2 on every server. I'm already rank 2 on NA, rank 3 on EU. I was rank 3 on Asia, but let's try to push every server to rank 3 at least. It's a goal. Or sorry, rank 2. Doesn't Freeze Mage lose to Pirate Warriors? No, it doesn't. Especially with the Potion tech, I think it's pretty nice against Pirate decks. Freeze Mage doesn't lose to Pirate Warriors though. That's strong. Doomsayer 2. If I Doomsayer 2, I don't think I need to keep the Frostbolt. I'd rather have Torch than the Frostbolt, and then I'd rather have also a card draw. This guy's the Killer Kimchi. What's your favorite quote from Gadgets and Minion? It's not a quote, but I like the Don Hancho. No, not Don Hancho. It's the. Is it Don Hancho? Is the entrance music the same as Gallywix? I like that intro music. But from a Gadgets and. I really like the way the swashbuckler pirate guy. What is it called? The 3/2, the 1 mana 3/2 pirate guy. The way that he attacks is really funny. Even though I don't really like pirates, but the sound effect is hilarious. Even if you armor up, it's not like Pirate Warriors has a lot of armor gain. Okay, so this sucks if he rolls spell power. No, does he even? He needs lightning bolts to clear it, and that overloads him, and he doesn't get to make a totem. So he has to decide if that's worth his curve. You mean each turn? He's not gonna be armoring up each turn, because each turn he's trying to play pirates to kill you. He's not gonna be armoring up every single turn. I always need a mulligan for Doomsayer against pirate. Yeah, you need that, but since you have potions in this deck, even if you don't get Doomsayer on 2, you have a way to move the board on turn 3. Small time Buccaneer. Yep. Why don't you play Antonidas and Freeze Mage? Free 12 to 18 damage. It's so slow. It's one of the slowest cards, and if you run torches, you don't need Antonidas because you have enough fireballs in the deck. I guess I don't mind Acolyte then. Hey, Yingzimei, Cici, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good night. If you guys haven't checked out Cici Leah, awesome arena streamer. She does a lot of co-ops. We should do a co-op sometime too, Cici. But you might have seen her on like Shady Bunny's stream. Jade Lightning. Alright, Potion's pretty good. I think I'm fine with doing loots and ping this off. That burns up one of his attacks, durability. We have Alex, so like we have a solid win condition. We just have to get to turn 9. See, wow. I enabled CC's emotes here, right? I don't have BTTV on my desktop, but I assume the CC emotes are working. Do you think you like card draw without novice engineers? You always have to make a trade-off. Do you want to have the removal? Yes, you're gonna have to cut something. Either you cut some stuff against control, which is like Kobold, but there's still Reno decks, so I like to keep Kobold. It just means that you have to focus more on getting Acolyte value in the matchups where you need it. Against aggro, you don't care so much. You can drop Acolyte on 3, but against controlled matchups, you pretty much always save Acolyte until turn 5+, where you can do Acolyte ping. You're ranked 19. Oh, it could be arena CC. It doesn't have to be constructed. But of course, I don't mind doing constructed. How's your night been? It's been pretty good. I went out for Korean barbecue earlier today. That was very delicious. I haven't been like eating out that much lately. It's kind of exception. Last night I got sushi for dinner, and then tonight I got Korean barbecue. So I've been eating well the past 2 days. Deck building is about compromise. Yep, it's about compromise. No more control warrior. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about control warrior. But druid is still a problem. But against control warrior, if you're running an Antonidas version, I'd say you can still beat them. It's harder without Antonidas though. If you're running a super greedy list with Antonidas and Pyroblast, then pretty much you shouldn't have any problem. Who goes there? Did he not run patches yet? Or he has patches in his hand? Yeah, his potion seems pretty nice. So you're basically making a compromise. Would Novice Engineer have been a bigger impact there, or the potion? It probably would have been bigger impact against control decks, but against aggro, the potion's pretty nice. And then there's always the Thalnos potion too, if you want to do a Hellfire to the board. I run Tempo Mage with Antonitis and almost got Legend last month, so I wouldn't say it's too bad. It's just slow. I was looking at Fino's list. He made a Tempo Mage list. The biggest threat in this Rag, but otherwise he's running like double Arcane Explosion, double mirror images. He's running a lot of anti-pirate stuff in there, which is probably the smart choice. Like that's probably what you want to do. This costs too much right now. I need one of the torches, or the Roaring Torch. But I think I still coin out Alex anyways. It doesn't have enough pressure on board. It's only got 4 damage up. Maybe he equips another weapon. With Thalnos is enough. This is normally 13 damage and it becomes 16 with Thalnos, but it costs 9 mana. Okay, good. So we have exact lethal, or 1 over lethal next turn. Does the extra 1 attack on Loot Hoarder really make a difference? Make it better to include than over Novice. Sometimes when you're really looking for Ice Block and have 2 mana cycle, better to spend 2 mana. Yeah, the 2/1 trades. So the idea is like 2/1 always, it threatens to trade with 3/2s, it threatens to trade with totems. It's more like the trading effect of the 2/1 is nice. But you're right, in terms of like top deck cycling mode, Novice is what you want there. But most people will cut Novice before they cut Loot Hoarder. Like in the old Freeze Mage list, it was most common to run Loot Hoarder and not even Novice. The Novices are in there because of the Torch version, but let's say before the Forgotten Torch came out as a card, I think it was mostly just Loot Hoarder. Maybe only 1 Loot Hoarder too. They didn't focus so much on card cycle. Alright, back to rank 3. Feels good. I also kind of like including the Volcanic Potion, because Freeze Mage is an old list. It's not like it's a brand new concept. But at least we're playing with some new cards. Myoto.